keeping you connected to our community. 11 Connects.
Hello, Southern Colorado, and welcome to 11 Connects. I'm your host, Ryan Nelson, and today we are at Serenity Mental Health Centers with Dr. Nielsen and Dr. Matthew Mills. How are you both today?
Doing well, Ryan.
Fantastic.
Now, the holiday season is fun for a lot of people, but it can also, be a great time for a mental health check-in. Now, I definitely want to ask Dr. Nielsen, why do depression and anxiety often spike around the holidays?
Yeah, great question. So, two things. We've got biological and psychosocial. So, days are getting shorter, nights are longer, it's colder, you're staying inside more, things like that. That can all contribute to a worsening or feeling, the holiday blues, if you will. And then the other is we have more social priorities or engagements that we need to interact with. Maybe you're seeing some of those family members you don't get along with, something along those lines.
Yeah, so that affects a lot of us. Now, how can someone tell if they're dealing with a mental health crisis or if it's just holiday stress or maybe something else?
For sure, yeah. So the first thing is a hallmark for any diagnosis is it has to cause disruption in your day-to-day life, in work, school, something along those lines. So if you were experiencing some of these symptoms prior to the holidays, that's usually a pretty good sign.
Okay, well, that's good information to know. So, Dr. Mills, now, what's one simple habit that protects your mental health during this season?
Sure. I think one of the best and simplest things you can do to protect your mental health is basic gratitude practices. It takes less than a minute a day. Just name 5 things you're grateful for. It helps you focus on what's going right and not the stress. And over time, these little shifts will help boost your mood and build some resilience to get you through these hectic holidays.
Okay, and say you're in the midst of these hectic holidays, you're with some family members that you don't get along with. How can you calm your nervous system?
Oh, sure. I think a good tip would be a breathing technique. Go 4 seconds in through the nose, hold it 1 second, and then a slow 8 seconds out. Slower out than in, kind of sends signals to the brain to calm that nervous system, slow the heart rate, lower the blood pressure, chill you out.
Dr. Nielsen, is there anything else that we can do?
For sure. So one of my favorites is if there's a pet at the party, that's where you're going to find me. So that animal therapy for sure, but even just removing yourself from that situation, going in with a game plan, anticipating that you might run into an uncomfortable situation with some family members and being able to create that plan in your head of, okay, this is how and where I might remove myself to go practice some breathing techniques, or I'm going to go find, cousin or uncle, whomever, who I really like spending time with, and go debrief with them. Something along those lines can go a really long way.
Okay, now if you see your loved ones that are going through it, how can you check in on them?
Sure. I think the best thing you can do is keep an open line of communication and, listen, ask open-ended questions. Instead of saying, hey, how you doing? Say, hey, how are you feeling with everything going on? Then be quiet, listen, and give them some space. People will open up when they can tell you're being genuine, caring, and not trying to fix them right away.
I love that. These are such great tips that you've given all of us here in Southern Colorado. But if somebody has questions about the services that you all have, how can they get in contact with you all?
Sure. So you can find us at serenitymentalhealthcenters.com. You can call us at the number on the screen, and we can often get you in for a same-day appointment.
Same-day appointment. So don't let Christmas dinner go haywire. These are the people that you should contact. And one more time for that contact information.
serenitymentalhealthcenters.com or the number on screen.
Okay, well, I thank you both for what you're doing for the families and people in our community, keeping us happy during this holiday time, because just like we were talking about, it can be hectic on some, and it can affect our mental health as well. So just want to say thank you to you both. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Ryan.